Hello and welcome to CKE 10,001's gaming channel. In this video we'll be looking at my Monogatari Japanese deck profile. This deck build runs 16 level 0s, 11 level 1s, 4 level 2s, 11 level 3s, and 8 climax cards. So the first card we're going to take a look at is the Koyomi level 0. I'm running it at 3 copies. It has 2 effects. The first effect is when this card is placed on stage from your hand, you may put the top 3 cards of your deck into your waiting room. The second effect is when your opponent plays a climax, you can put this card into your stock. Then I'm running 3 copies of the Hachikuji level 0. It has 2 effects. The first is when this card is placed on stage from your hand, you can pay 1 stock, take a hit. If you do, search your deck for up to 1 level 1 or lower character, add it to your hand, shuffle your deck. The second effect is when this card side attacks, you can choose one of your characters, and that character gets plus 1500 power until the end of turn. So it's a power pump and a Ricky. Then I'm running 3 copies of the Shinobu level 0. It has 2 effects. The first is when this card is placed on stage from your hand, it gets plus 1500 power until end of turn. The second effect is when your other strange character is frontal attacked, you can pay 1, put this card into your waiting room. If you do, return that card that was frontal attacked to your hand. So it can dodge verse combos. I'm running 2 copies of the Way Back Shinobu. It has 2 effects. The first is during your turn, all your other strange character gets plus 1 level and plus 100 power. The second effect is continuous experience. If the total level cards in your level is 5 or higher, this card gets continuous assist. All characters with experience in front of this card get plus 1000 power. Then I'm running 2 copies of the Suruga Kanbaru card. It has 2 effects. The first is when this card is placed on stage from your hand, you can give a character with experience plus 2000 power. And the second effect is it's a level 0 bomber. Then I'm running 2 copies of the Hitagi Brainstormer. The first effect is the center middle position gets plus 500 power, and the Brainstorm is pay 1, rest 2. For each climax revealed, you can search your deck for a character. Then I'm running 1 copy of the Spammable Brainstormer. Pay 1 stock, put 4 cards in your room, and then you can salvage and discard. Then I'm running 4 copies of the Shinobu level 1 combo. It has 2 effects. The first is if your experience is 2 or higher, this card gets continuous plus 1000 power. And the second effect is the climax combo. On reverse, with the climax card in your climax area, you can search your deck for 1 strange character, which is on the shot climax. Then I'm running 4 copies of the Hitagi level 1. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, if you have experience 2 or higher, you can discard a card. If you do, look up to 4 cards from the top of your deck, choose up to 1 strange character among them, add it to your hand, put the rest in your waiting room. Then I'm running 3 copies of the level 1 Suruga card. It has 2 effects. The first is if you have 2 or more other strange characters, this becomes a level 1 bomber. And the second effect is when the card becomes reversed, reveal the top of your deck. If it's a level 2 or higher card, you can bounce this card back into your hand. So it's a recursive level 1 bomber card. Then I'm running 2 copies of the Hitagi backup. It's a 2500 backup with a early play backup change punish effect. It's pay 2 extra stock and put a character from the stage into the waiting room. Then I'm running 2 copies of the early play stock bomber Hachikuji. If this gets reversed and the battle opponent is higher than your opponent's level, you put that into your opponent's stock and the bottom card out. Then I'm running 3 copies of the early play Suruga. If you have 2 or less climax cards in waiting room, it gets minus 1 level in your hand. And when this card is placed on stage from your hand, this card gets plus 4500 power until end of opponent's turn. And no one can back up. And then I'm running 4 copies of Hitagi level 3 finisher. It has 3 effects. The first is continuous experience 6 or higher. This gets plus 100 power. The second effect is when this card is placed on stage from your hand, draw 2, ditch 1. Third effect is climax combo. On attack, if you have a climax card in your climax area, deal 1 damage. Then I'm running 4 copies of... It has 2 effects. The first is when this card is placed on stage from your hand, you heal 1 damage. The second effect is when this card is placed on stage from your hand, choose one of your strange characters, and it gets plus 1 soul in the following ability. When this damage is cancelled, you may deal 1 damage to your opponent. So you usually stack it on the low 3 Hitagi because it deals damage to your opponent twice on the shot and on the normal soul damage. So that would go off either or. And then at the beginning of the August step, you have to send the Hachikuji to the memory. And then the last 8 cards are the climax cards. I'm running 4 copies of the yellow climax, shot climax for the level 1 Shinobu combo. And I'm running 4 copies of the door climax for the level 3 Hitagi finisher combo. Alright, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and check EncoreDecks.com and the link in the description below to see an overview of this deck profile.